Well, it's the Sunday. Thinking about these days, there's really a lot of creativity that kind of goes around these days because we're all restricted by the concept that we have to stay in the same place. So, a lot of things that we do normally, we kind of have to transform how we think about it and take a different approach to maybe do some of the similar things. So, obviously, the classic ones is exercise and socializing, right? How do you approach these two? I think with socializing, this kind of situation kind of biases us towards the internet, and unfortunately, with the purpose of the internet, it's just like it brings you to where you want to go when you want to. So it really makes it easy for you to connect with people you already know. I don't think there's too many people really socializing with strangers. There's a few opportunities to do that. For instance, we held a book club, which we had different people from different areas coming in to review a book. Other than that, I'm sure that there's actually a lot of organizations that classically are in-person meetups, but they kind of try to host things online. The tooling for that is actually quite incredible. I think for exercise, that's also quite a challenge, right? Because I guess a lot of men, at least I know, are kind of used to going to the gym, but now we can't. I guess studio classes are not available also. So in that sense, studios are opening up for people to just go out and take the classes online, which is pretty nice. It's definitely a step in the right direction. I think that can probably expand out into just regular businesses, right? They can provide online fitness videos for free or for a small fee. I mean, it's cheaper to produce for the most part. Other than the gym, I mean, looking at online, I like the idea of resistance bands, although I don't have any resistance band. But thinking about like heavy stuff I can lift, luggage is a classic. So I just took some luggage and put some water bottles in it to add some weights, and that's been pretty good for lifting. So I don't have to get any home equipment. Other than that, you can also really just shift your priorities to something else, I think. I mean, it is a good time to spend time alone and just work on things that you wouldn't normally work on. Like for me, this videos and reading. But I think that's all really I want to talk about. I'm going to leave the creative discussion for the morning today. And I guess talk a little bit more about media in the afternoon. So there's LCS finals that's happening, and I've been reading into The Forgotten Ally, and the war is just starting up with Japan, so things are really spicing up there. All right, I'll see you later. Man, it's hard to keep track of all the days that this has been going on. So I think this is day 23 or 24, probably 24. And just thinking, just another lazy day. LCS has wrapped up as well as LEC, and both of them turned out to be quite the stomp in terms of finals. So 3-0 for both G2 and Cloud9. Congrats. But otherwise, today was just a really lazy day. Just a little bit of this, a little bit of gaming, a little bit of reading too, a little bit of Chinese getting into the war against Japan. Now that was quite a tenuous time because, the Chinese really had major parties that later are really significant, right? We had a Communist Party and a Nationalist Party, and then how they had to work together to take a front against the Japanese. What a complicated situation, isn't it? Man, the period around World War II was just so crazy, right? You would have the real fascist powers, and you have communist powers and the democratic powers. And in this case, no one really liked the fascists, it turned out. So the communist and democratic parties came together, or organizations and governments came together to fight against the fascist governments. And then after that, and then we had the Cold War, which was a communist versus democratic kind of war all around. But yes, still a lot to go in that book. And as for me, actually I was really liking the using luggage part as weights. A little bit of lifting here and there is pretty good, so I might be doing more of that. I'm finding that my legs are deteriorating. I'm sore from walking over to get groceries, so I really need to do something about my body deteriorating. Obviously, I haven't been walking around much in actually maybe the past 2 months. It's almost 2 months, so I really have to work a little harder on the exercise part because it's kind of a big concern that my muscles are probably deteriorating as a result of just inactivity. But yeah, start of another work week. This will be work week 4. But wow, it'll be a month of videos sooner than later, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you later. Have a happy week.